Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we would make a banana bread cake with a homemade cream cheese icing on it. Since fall is coming up and everybody's cooking, well everybody's been cooking, but it's really good, so I thought I'd share that with you. So you just want to start with 1 stick of unsalted butter at room temperature, and I had to stick mine in the microwave for a second because I always forget to set my stuff out. And then add 1.5 cups of sugar. And to that, you're going to add 1 cup of sour cream. And the sour cream makes the cake really, really, really moist. I don't know about normal banana bread recipes. I can't remember what I put in mine, but you could probably take this same recipe and make just a regular banana bread. I haven't tried it. But it would probably, I'm guessing it would probably come out good because the texture of the cake is, when you put it in a thinner pan, it comes out really moist and so good. And to that, you're going to add two eggs, and then you just want to take your hand mixer and blend that up. And when I'm making these type of recipes, I try to just blend enough, just enough to where I get everything incorporated into that. I don't like to beat it to death. I don't want the bread to be tough. And I have 4 bananas that I've had set out. I've been trying to make this recipe for a week, but my bananas, they were all so they they were not ripe at all. So just take the 4 bananas and smash them up. And you're going to put 2 teaspoons of vanilla in that. And then add your bananas back in. And you can stir those in if you want. I stirred mine and then I hit it again with the blender just because I didn't mash my bananas too fine. It seems like I had some big chunks in there, but just go ahead and just blend that for another second. Make sure you get everything mixed up. And to that, you're going to add 2 cups of flour. And I always use the all-purpose flour, but you could use, I suppose you could use the self-rising flour. I don't really use that very often, but just add that in, making a mess. And then when we make the frosting, I had powdered sugar flying everywhere, but just add that in, and to that you're going to put 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And then you just want to stir that. I didn't use my blender again. I just wanted to, like I said, I don't like to beat it to death, so I just got that mixed up really well by hand. And to that you want to add, I have some whole walnuts, and I just put them in a Ziploc bag and smash them. I had a little bit extra, but you would just put 1/2 cup of walnuts in that, or you could use pecans if you want. It's just totally up to you. I kind of like the walnuts in the banana bread recipes. And I have an 11 by 15 glass dish that I've had forever. And I sprayed that with like the cooking spray that has the flour in it. And you just want to spread that out, and using a bigger pan like this is better just because it makes it more like the size of brownies when you cut the cake, because it's not too thick. And I forgot to mention, you want to preheat your oven to 375. And I left this in the oven. I didn't pay attention. I think it was probably around, it was about 25 or 30 minutes. Just spread that out and make sure it's even. I thought I did a good job, but mine came out a little thicker on one side, but it looks really good. It looks like pudding or something. So while that's cooking, I thought I'd go ahead and make the frosting. And the frosting, you also have 1 stick of unsalted butter at room temperature. And to that you add an 8-ounce block of cream cheese, also at room temperature, and just blend that up really good and just get it incorporated. And to that we add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And you're going to want to get like one of the large bags of powdered sugar. I don't know how many, I don't know what size that was, but you know, not a little bag, because you're going to need, I went ahead and measured out 4 cups of powdered sugar. So yeah, this icing sweet, but it's so good. And you don't want to add all that at one time, just, which is kind of a chore when your bowl is sliding all around on you, but just try to, you know, sprinkle it in a little bit at a time so it doesn't go flying everywhere. So it doesn't go flying everywhere on you, and it's really just easier to mix up doing it this way. And this recipe for this icing would be great on, like, if you wanted to make a carrot cake or a red velvet cake. It's like the perfect cream cheese icing. And I didn't show that on here, but I put a little squirt. I didn't have any real lemons, so I just put a squirt of like the lemon, the little container that you buy in like the produce section, which just gives it just like a little bit of tartness. So our cake cooked for 25 or 30 minutes, and I let that cool for probably about 20 minutes because you don't want to put the icing on while it's really hot, but I wanted it to still be just a little warm, so this would spread a little bit easier. But yeah, make sure you let it cool a little bit and just put all the frosting on there. And you know, it's not too much frosting. It's just, you know, it just gives you like a little layer. I know it looks like a lot, but it's really not too much. But by this time, my whole house smelled so good. I couldn't wait I couldn't wait to get me a piece. And I stood there, y'all. I stood there and ate 2 pieces of this cake, and I was so full. But it's so good, and I hope you guys make it. And like I said, that's a great frosting, just if you'll remember this recipe, to make on any cake. But the cake is it's so moist and delicious. And with the icing, the cream cheese icing on it, y'all know banana bread and cream cheese is going to taste good together. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a nice little easy cake to make, and everybody loves banana bread. But I'll see you guys on my next video. Love ya. Bye.